Hey, it's Frankie. In this video, we'll talk about how to pass a woman's test and how to create attraction. After spending years texting lots and lots of women and learning this stuff, I started to get a feel for the dynamics of text interactions, and that's when I started to get it. First of all, I want to ask you a question. What is your purpose? Why are you texting this girl? The key point in this section is that you have to have a purpose. So what should be your purpose or your goal? When you text a girl, your goal should be to create enough intrigue, spark enough of her emotions that make her say yes when you propose meeting up in person. You want to be face to face with her. It's simple as that. However, it's not easy. When you're escalating an interaction, sometimes you encounter roadblocks that a girl subconsciously creates, and then you have to pass these roadblocks. Compliance and yes momentum. One concept that is very effective in an interaction with a woman is the idea of compliance. What is compliance? Compliance is when someone agrees to something and then it is more likely that they'll also agree to something else. This is also called yes momentum. Women often throw out compliance tests, and it can be easy for a guy to get trapped into a girl's yes momentum. If you go full speed ahead without reacting to these tests, you can create attraction. So if we learn to dodge these tests, we can anticipate them, knowing that we can handle it. Let's look at some examples so you can understand it better. Whenever a woman says, "I like this movie or show," and you immediately agree without thinking about it, you are trapped within her yes momentum. Another example, when you're trying to steer the interaction towards a date or topic that you want to talk about, maybe a topic that helps you escalate more, and she asks you a bait question to see if you bite and change the subject, and you answer the question, but then you never try to escalate again. Then you've fallen into her compliance test and blocked your own escalation. Here's another example. I want you to look at this text interaction. It's like a roleplay, and try to figure out what is the compliance test that the girl throws out. Did you find it? What was the compliance test? If you said the question about the market, you are correct. If I answered it, it would open up a conversation thread that digresses from what I was trying to do. My escalation would have lost momentum. Instead, I ignored that question and continued painting the story. The roleplay continued and she played along. So we talked about how we get swept away by yes momentum. Now we're going to talk about how to turn the tables and get a girl to fall into your yes momentum. Okay, so here's a great text that suggests a date activity while creating some yes momentum. Do you like bowling? Please say yes. So here you can substitute your preferred date activity, and you can use this to set up asking her out to meet up with you. Whenever you have an interaction with a girl, ask yourself these questions. What is your purpose? Are you actively aiming to get her out or escalating somehow? If you are escalating, is she throwing out compliance tests? Are you creating some sort of compliance for her to follow? Are you the one qualifying her, or is she the one qualifying you? You can't judge the interaction you have based on the answer to these questions. So the key point is, create more compliance from her, and don't give her all your compliance right away. Not creating attraction before asking her out is one of the 7 deadly texting mistakes that lead to rejection. Get the free 7 deadly texting mistakes report by clicking on the link below. I wish you good luck, and thanks for watching.